Not the skillful maker of the world, standing above it as its artificer and king, but where God is the actor of the world, as an actor of a stage play, the actor who is playing all the parts at once. And this is essentially the Hindu model of the universe. Everybody is God in a mask. Our own word, person, is from the Latin persona, that through which comes sound. And this word was used for the masks worn by actors in the Greco-Roman theater, which, being an open-air theater, required a projection of the voice, so the actors wore masks with megaphonic mouths. And so the word person has, however, in the course of time, come to mean the real God. But in Hindu thought, every individual as a person is a mask, but fundamentally a mask of a Godhead who, although the actor behind all marks, the player of all games, is indefinable, for the same reason that you can't bite your own teeth, for the same reason that you can't look straight into your own eyes. You can never get at it, because it's the middle of everything, the circle whose center is everywhere and whose circumference is nowhere. A third model of the universe, which is characteristically Chinese, is that the world is an organism. And a world which is an organism has no boss, even no act. Because you see, in any organism, there isn't really a boss or top organ. We are accustomed, of course, in our culture, to think of our heads as ruling the rest of the body. I'm going to put up a case that the stomach is chief. Because the stomach, the sort of alimentary tract with a digesting process in it, is surely anterior to the brain. There may be some rudimentary nervous system attached, but it's the more primitive you get, the more you get a little creature that eats. It's a sort of tube. In go things at one end and out the other. And that, because that wears the tube out, the tube tries to use itself to make more tubes, so that this process of in and out can be kept up. It's a big argument, and you can't decide it, because you can't at this stage have a stomach without a brain or a brain without a stomach. They go together like a band and a float. So the principle of organism is rather like this. An organism is a system, but it has no parts. That is to say, the heart is not a part of the body, in the sense that a distributor is part of an automobile. Because although surgeons are trying to treat the body as a machine with replaceable parts, but the difficulty is that these are not parts in the sense that they are screwed in. In other words, when the fetus arises in the womb, mechanics in there are lugging in arms, stomachs, fitting them together and screwing them together. An organism develops like a crystal in solution, a photographic plate. It develops all at once, and there isn't a boss in it, because all of them act together. It's a kind of order. This is the Chinese word. This principle of organic growth they call Tao, of the Tao, Lao Tzu says, the great Tao flows everywhere, both to the left and to the right. It loves and nourishes all things, but does not lord it over them. And when merits are accomplished, it lays no claim. And so the Chinese expression for nature becomes a word which we will translate self-serve. It happens of itself, like when you have hiccups. You don't plan to have hiccups, it just happens. When your heart beats, you don't plan it, it happens of itself. When you breathe, you can pretend that you are breathing, but most of the time you actually are, and your lungs breathe of themselves. So the whole idea of nature is something happening of itself without a government.